right. Now?
Fuck you.
I didn't hear anything.
I said, here we go.
I didn't hear that.
Then you said, all right.
I didn't know that was the starting point.
Snap your legs.
Anyway, what's up? We're live. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another fantastic orgasmic edition of No Bucks Given right here on the Horny Goat YouTube channel, the Horny Goat Podcasting Network, wherever you guys listen to us from, whether it's Spotify, iHeartRadio, and all that fun, etc., etc. You guys know how it goes. We got some stuff to talk about and random things to talk about. We're sure going to spin off and uncontrollably into other various topics and discussion points. We got the whole fam with us this fine, or most of the fam with us this fine evening. We got the power couple, JP and Heather, and of course, good old Canadian Basement. How y'all doing?
Acknowledge me.
That's what I was waiting for.
I'm here. I did not crash. Although, have you ever been 900 miles away from home and you think you lost your wallet? Happened to me today. So I get to the rental car place and I had it with me. I showed my ID to the girl. So the contract had been done and all that stuff. And I was getting ready to leave, right? So I get to the thing, and thank God this gentleman said, I need to see your driver's license. Like, okay, that's, whatever. I couldn't find my wallet. I didn't know where it was. I'm like losing my shit. Like, I haven't had this much exercise in like 5 years. Like, I was running from the counter back to the car. I go to the guy. He looks at me. I can't find my wallet. So, and I'm like looking. I'm going through the car again. Like I've already gone through it once. He even went through it once, right? You know when you're wearing shorts that have pockets, but then your wallet falls out of your pocket and falls into the seat. On the side of the seat.
Oh,
so
all the fucking time.
Wait, what?
I don't have an actual wallet, like a money clip.
Yeah.
And it was just small enough where it fell in between the seat and the console.
Oh,
I've had that happen. I've had it happen the other way too, falling towards the door all the fucking time.
Yep. So that happened to me today. So I'm sitting there and I'm about ready to. I haven't cried in like years, right? I almost did today. I'm like, I'm done with life. I hate fucking flying.
It sounds like you say, I done with life.
I hate fucking flying. And the flight today, God bless this woman that I sat next to. Like everybody that I sit down next to on the plane, I'm like, listen, just telling you this for your own safety. I get really fucking anxious on flights, especially on takeoff and the landing, because I don't like the sudden drop.
Mm-hmm.
If that, or sudden rise, if that makes sense. And this was from the Madison airport to Detroit airport, where she just said, how are you doing? How are you doing? And she talked to me the whole time, which God bless her, because that was the bumpiest flight of the day. Because it was raining in Detroit when I got there. So it was like, you get them clouds and you get them pockets. You get more pockets.
Yeah, a lot of turbulence. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So it was really shitty coming into Detroit and leaving Detroit. So yeah, it's one of those things. On the second flight, the guy sitting next to me, I wanted to punch him in the fucking face. He was really like the seat. For these flight attendants are really good. They can tell even if you have it back a slight bit. They're like, sir, you got to put your seat up.
Yeah, I fucking hate that shit. It's like, why even allow it?
There's a reason why, and I don't know what it is, but so he was back a slight bit to where I couldn't even fucking tell. And she's like, "Sir, can you put your seat back, up?" And it's only for the takeoff. Once we're up in the air and whatever, you put your seat back. And he just throws his hands up in the fucking air. He's like, I don't understand. I'm like, I was about to say, dude, just fucking do it. Shut up. Just
Too many people don't think about fucking others, especially on airplanes. It's like, man, it's fucking. I can't stand flying either. I'm right there with you. I've never really had a flight. Well, I might take that back. I've had a flight with fucking the last flight I was on. Fucking 2 kids right behind me. I paid for a good seat at the front of the airplane, not the first class, just the leg seat.
Yeah.
And I'm there, and then of course behind me is a woman with fucking 3 kids that are no older than 5. One of them's sucking on her tits the whole time. The other one's fucking crying at the fucking. I'm like, you know what? Just kill me. Just fucking kill me.
Yep.
It was also
we
the
had
introduction where I saw her.
there was 2 kids on the flight to DC. I can honestly say we're fine. Before we left, we got on the plane. I felt so bad for the lady too. And they were crying over nothing, of course. They were just really tired or whatever.
I know
And
kids cry. I kind of get used to the crying part, but
well, they were fine on the flight. Once we landed, it erupted into Wendy screams.
tantrum.
It was I was like, shut. Okay, look, lady, I've let you have your fun. You don't shut that fucking kid up, I'm gonna punch you, and then I'm gonna.
JP, it was that, and it was the fucking kicking of the seat constantly.
Yeah.
I didn't have that.
God, because one of the kids was 5 or something, and he was just fucking Lionel Messi in the back of my fucking chair.
I know. Yep, nope, I get it. I thought I seen Joe Biden today.
It turned out it was just dust in the wind.
Wait, no, shit.
It was. So
Yeah.
I'm in our nation's capital, so you see an old fucking cruiser, you gotta be congressman. If you see an old lady, it is probably Nancy Pelosi. I didn't see any.
She's
Fucking
a
crypt
replicant.
keeper.
I thought I seen Biden today. I did. So I'm gonna say this one thing: the people out here are really fucking rude. I was turning right, and people are crossing the street, and they look at you like, "I have the right of way."
Oh, were you on
Not
the
if my car
crosswalk?
says so.
Are you on the crosswalk? Because people are
Right
fucking
across the
anal
fucking
about that shit.
And they just I'm gonna saunter.
Well, it's like you could take a step to the left and walk around the front of my car, or you could
Right.
sit there and stare at me for some reason. Like
Right.
I can't reverse, bitch. There's fucking people behind me.
Those
What I
moments,
can do is drive forward when you walk past. So
in those moments, JP hopes he doesn't have the windows open on the car when I am in the car with him, because I will have my head out the window. Knees to fucking chest, bitch. Let's go.
Well, I actually was hollering at him. I was like, "Move, you fucking lazy fucking liberal fucktard, move!" I was yelling that. I was already at the end of my wit's end here.
there's nothing that annoys me more than
You
a
just got there.
pedestrian that is anal over fucking 3 inches onto the crosswalk, or you have those people that fucking the bikers, bicycles on the road.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I wish I drove a twisted metal vehicle.
So Connor, get it ready. Here's the thing.
You gotta give me more time than that. God damn it! Wait, no, I'm way too high for this.
So actually, it was I was turning right, and as soon as it turns green, they're kitty corner they're crossing the street on the street that I need to turn on, and they just look at you like,
How dare you?
I have the right of way. Not if my car says, motherfucker, I'll fucking run your ass over. I'm in that mood today.
What's up, Frank? He's in the chat. He's listening to us while he's showering. So now I have the image of him touching himself in the shower while listening. And god damn, it's made my day.
Another milestone here on the channel. Good lord, we're growing every single day.
Someone
But
is.
you did not crash, so I'm here.
It's good.
Didn't you send a message first? You're like, I have something to talk about. Oh, by the way, I made it.
That's what it was. I made it, and boy, do I have a story.
Yeah. I
Well,
think
the
I got the boy. Do I have a story first, and then
story was me losing my money clip.
The worst airplane
Oh.
story for me was when the fucking landing gear wouldn't come down.
So that freaks me out too. The landing gear when it comes down, I mean, all of a sudden you hear this fucking noise, and then you hear this thump, and then the fucking plane goes. I'm like, fuck this shit.
Honestly,
I'm out.
if someone took that sound clip and applied it to like a video of a fucking plane landing, first year that is thumping.
it was that with the motherfucking
Fucking
somehow.
motor boating the air.
It's like you hit turbulence or whatever it is when you first take off. It's like that shit, man. I can't.
No, I
And all
just
of a
pictured.
sudden go ahead.
I pictured you coming down on the plane, and all of a sudden, like it starts to, like the turbulence starts shaking. You're like, fuck this, I'm out, and try to open up the fucking door and jump out the goddamn plane. Oh,
Well,
fuck.
the first time we hit turbulence today on the plane, the lady sitting next to me, I did. I said, "Fuck this, I'm out." And she's like, "It's okay. It's only turbulence, but you don't understand." Yeah, it was a. God bless her, because I told her, I said, "Don't." Because I'll throw my hands up in the air when we hit when shit like that happens, just a reaction. I said, I'm sorry if I accidentally hit you or bump you or whatever. I'm very anxious about like she goes, well, just as long as you don't touch me inappropriately. I'm like,
How did
yeah,
you know
that's
my
what I'm
agenda?
going for.
Abort!
No,
We
that
had-
comes
we had a
after
great-
you touch me.
Yeah. We had a great conversation on plane. We were talking about Wendy and how big of an asshole she is. Goes, I
Kindred
hear you.
spirit.
Kids are fucking assholes. Like, yes, they are. But
Oh man!
They definitely
Shout out to
can
all the
be.
cool people in the chat. We got Federico, Paul Arzola, Alpha, Frank listening. I heard about that earlier. Frank listening to us in the shower, and Aru Shinshu. Welcome.
he's listening while he's taking a JP. Well, thank you. At least you name your shit after something.
No, it's Zack Saber Jr. You mean, Aru?
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's like a not impressive shit.
He's the disappointing one that just is.
It's like, it
wait.
felt like it was gonna be impressive. And then
Disappointed!
you look at the toilet bowl
I'll be right-
and it's like, what the
I'll be right
fuck?
back.
Oh man.
Oh god, my nose.
Anywho, I might need a little assistance hosting this show
You
tonight
get no assistance.
because
I'm kind of retarded.
yeah, I'm not feeling so good.
I think you're feeling
So
real
as far-
good.
Well,
Maybe too good.
you caught me. We got some stuff to talk about this fine evening. We'll have some fun questionnaires and questions. I'm sure we were doing some of those fun what if questions, and then some other tidbits in the chat, or sorry, in the description. You guys can follow along in the conversation. What the fuck is up with the Snow White movie?
It's Disney and the way that they've gone with things. The one
So,
thing that I
the-
find hilarious, though. Sorry, go ahead. You lady.
No, no,
please.
No, my sentence is destroyed.
The one thing I find hilarious with Disney now, it's like we're gonna change something for diversity, but eliminate
The diversity.
actual cultural relevance of the story.
Feels like a Mad TV skit.
It does.
Yeah, in all honesty, like I mean, first of all, they cast a fucking. She's American born, I think, but she's still like Latino heritage. Has Snow White, who's like her. If you look at the fucking source material, the definition of Snow White is exactly she's Snow White. But whatever. Like I mean, she that I don't care too much about.
Es Snow Blanco.
But just why not just do a fucking other show? Do something else. Stop remaking this shit.
Ew.
Snow White was like pretty massive for Disney. I think it was like their. I think it's their. If you like inflate for time, it's the highest grossing Disney film ever made. If you take time and
The
inflation into
Wait, wait,
account.
wait, wait, wait. Which one is?
Snow White. I think if you take time and the inflation of the dollar into account, it's up there, is all I know. And it might just be like Disney animated,
Hmm.
but it's probably Disney animated. But
Yeah, the original animation's quite high grossed.
I would have thought like well, no, Beauty and the Beast was kind of still in that bubble of like
I think it's because when
Aladdin.
Snow White came out,
Yeah.
you know, like it's there wasn't as much on the table to watch. But anyways, the big
I
uproar
met
for
that
this.
bitch. She ain't that big. What?
The big uproar for this shit is the 7 magical creatures.
Uh-huh.
So remember the 7 dwarves?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't exist anymore. Now they're fucking hobos living in the forest.
Is it Snow? Is it just Snow White? Is that the name of the movie?
I don't know. It might just be
'Cause
Snow White, but they referred to them as 7 magical creatures in the press because they can't call them
It just-
dwarves.
No, I know, but I'm just saying is that if they're gonna incorporate that in the title, it's gonna
Yeah,
be
that's gonna
fucking weird.
hilarious. But I put up a picture and
Snow
it's
White
thumbnail.
and the 7 magical creatures.
The-
Rated R starts Friday. What?
It's the thumbnail, and I put up the picture of what the 7 magical creatures look like, and good
There's
fucking
one
lord.
actual dwarf. So literally you're putting actual dwarves out of work to make your movie here.
And that's what fucking what's his face from wrestling was up in arms about.
Hornswoggle, yeah.
Hornswoggle came out and he talked because Peter Dinklage and all his infinite fucking knowledge was like, I think it's offensive if you make them all dwarves. In what way are any of the fucking dwarves offensive?
Exactly. I mean, it's literally
This is why
the
JB left the
dwarves
conversation.
represent emotions. Okay? Literally. They represent emotions. So you're gonna put the only people on this planet that had the same disability as you, or medical condition, however you want to fucking look at it and call it. You're gonna put them out of work to do this movie so that it's politically correct. Meanwhile, the dwarves literally are important because they represent emotion.
I think honestly that it wouldn't be such a big problem if they didn't if they're not tooting their horn every fucking every second about diversity. We're diverse. Like the fucking Hobbit movie had fucking regular humans playing dwarves. Nobody cared. But the Hobbit movie didn't give a shit about diversity.
No, it did not.
And I was just gonna say, why are we worried about? And I get what everybody's saying, but I said, why are we worrying about them being dwarves in the show when the Lord of the Rings didn't? The Hobbit wasn't a dwarf.
Well, he's a magical character, but the dwarves in the Hobbit, there's like 12 dwarves or something that visit that are like called dwarves, but they're the magical fucking dwarf type.
Right. Well, I get what you're saying, but these are, you know.
I just feel like there's you can't have your cake and eat it too. And there's a perfect example of it. They don't want to they're saying we can't cast all dwarves because we'll look bad. So we're going to cast a person of every ethnicity and of every height because now we're doing everything. And then you get the actual little people up in arms.
I would say this is putting their foot in their mouth to an extent.
What I'm thinking,
yes.
is it's going to be Snow White and the 7 Nations.
Well, from the look of these fucking people, they look like the fucking they're all hippies.
I mean, think about it.
White and the 7 Nations.
And I mean I think Frank, that's where we all stand. It's like I don't mind diversity in movies. But don't make it the focal point, the selling point of a movie, and don't destroy fucking properties that existed to make that point. And then it's been the marketing campaign of them to fucking do something like this all the time, and it gets people talking. It's free advertisement for them, but I hope one fucking day Disney just crashes and burns. Because they keep fucking doing this. In every movie they make.
I could be very, very.
For it from the wrong crowd.
I can
Getting
be, and
buzz from it from the crowd that has no children.
I have no plans on watching the movie either, Frank. I've got Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs on Disney Channel. I really don't need.
now
This is a product of Disney doing, but this isn't even okay. So here's, I'm
Ah.
trying to avoid saying it.
why? You know in your heart of hearts you
Here's
don't want
the
to.
thing. I can't avoid
Daddy, chill.
Snow White isn't even a Disney story. Isn't it? It's a fairy tale, but it's a fairy tale of isn't it a Grimm's fairy tale?
It's a
gonna
German
say,
fairy
I
tale
think
from
it
the
is.
19th century.
Yeah, it's not even a Disney. Disney didn't come up with this shit. I
Disney
don't.
didn't come up with any of their shit. That's
I just
Well,
like I just like forced diversity is always one way.
What Disney did way back in the day is we're gonna bring these fairy tales to life by cartoon because it was easier and cheaper to do. Now it's more expensive to do that shit, so
I think
now
that
they're
shit was
going with
expensive as
live
fuck in the
action.
past.
So
it was more expensive in the past too.
I do like so I will probably watch Snow White and the Seven. You know what? I think I've maybe seen half of Snow White and the Seven. I haven't seen the whole movie.
I've seen the original a couple times. I mean, I grew up with the girl that liked it, my sister, but I saw it a couple times. I mean, it's a classic, and it's a classic for a reason. They just don't give a shit, man. It's the money machine just keeps churning. And I think Connor, you wanted to make a point. If you're still alive.
Went up in smoke, man. They went up in smoke. No, it was something. It was something. No, it was something that has to do with a Disney related thing, but not Snow White specifically. So,
Well, is it related to
apologize.
this? I'm not even gonna call it a casting snafu. There's been a lot of like original takes on old stories. It's just the way that they want to fucking shove it in your face and want to force
this
it
is
in.
like this is like open mouth insert foot almost situation where they've taken a little bit too much off the plate as far as like the balance of everything. Yeah, yeah.
They'll be okay with one dwarf. We don't call him that. He's a magical creature. You fucking bitch.
MC's motherfucker.
But this movie looks
MC's in
terrible.
the
This
house.
movie looks terrible. It'll make money because even if Disney loses money, I think they just report they make money. Every single thing that's been fucking ass blasted in the media, they come out and say, yeah, it's making real good money. Mm-hmm.
I heard some weird rumor that there is a possibility that Disney might like be up for sale.
Who the fuck is gonna buy Disney? It costs the entire planet.
Apple.
I don't even think Apple has Disney money.
So Apple wants to create a monopoly for themselves, and
I could be.
I don't think
I
Apple
am.
has.
I
Disney
am high
money,
as a kite, but
in all honesty,
I don't think Apple's purchasing them. I think Apple is going to do
merge.
exactly. I think they're going to do what Endeavor did with WWE and UFC.
It's just an oligopoly of fucking media creators.
yeah.
And it's just going to ruin media like it's ruined everything else. Everything becomes more expensive and everything becomes more generalized. You lose like fucking actually something you'd want to see because it's like, oh, they like this movie? Let's make that 50 times. Oh, it's hot to change out races, except if they're one race? Let's do that 1,000 times.
oh no, we didn't mean to do that.
I'm still waiting for the Barack Obama story starring Ryan Gosling.
Starring Bobby Lee.
Oh, that'd be even better.
Fucking
That's the other thing too. It's like I don't know. They didn't do anything to Mulan. That whole movie was Asian and it was cast with Asians. They didn't fucking throw any other color in there.
Wasn't there some sort of big hubbub about that movie too?
They took the music out.
And they made the movie absolute shit, is what they did.
I mean, no, I meant like, wasn't there some sort of controversy about it or something? I don't know.
There was, and I can't remember the exact controversy outside of it being absolute shit.
Well, they took the dragon out of it.
No, but there was like some sort of.
That was
there was some sort of
one thing that they did.
But just my point of like,
I think they took
damned if you do.
they killed the actual story. The story of her.
The story is actually based on a fact that happened.
But like
in
the story
China.
of the Mulan, the cartoon, was great because they had established the role of her having to fight for her rights in a proper
Party?
male
it's funny,
male dominated
story,
society, and
the
earning.
story was her fighting for her father, taking her father's place to fight for her father because her father was too old.
When
to fight
the society didn't
illinois.
allow women to do it, and that was
Right.
the bigger arc for it.
Which
This
is-
is
which
like,
is-
and she struggled. She struggled to do what the men were doing, which is true. And I think that's like, what the fuck? Isn't that the best storytelling thing you could do,
In
to have
the-
the hero struggle?
Yes.
Yes, in this movie, apparently
She's just unstoppable.
She's unstoppable or whatever. She knows. She's like fucking Rey in Star Wars. She can lightsaber the shit out of Death.
They don't give her like a training arc, which is a necessity to that movie. She's all of a sudden, just because she was just born better than everybody. And it's kind of like the Rey thing, where they tried to backpedal on Rey, but it still didn't fucking work for me. They're just boring characters. When your hero is the best fucking person in the world at the start of the story, where do they have to go?
Yeah, look at the Jeffrey Dahmer thing.
What?
What?
Jeffrey Dahmer.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
Glorified that story.
Yeah, a lot of people were upset about that, but everybody's like, the best show ever. I had to give up on it because I was like, I'm not, I don't care.
That's what JP.
Yeah, I summoned my inner JP.
Yes,
I was like, yeah,
Yes, I don't.
watch this guy fucking butcher gay men in his room for fucking 10 hours. Yay.
Yep. The people are intrigued by Jeffrey Dahmer himself. The story.
Well, it's
It was.
yeah. I understand it. It's just, it was definitely like strung out for dramatic purposes.
Probably the best depiction of Jeffrey Dahmer is the one that Jeremy Renner did.
Oh fuck! I don't even think I saw that movie.
It's and I think the name
I don't
of
think
it
so
is
either.
Dahmer.
I saw the one for Netflix. Well, I saw part of it and see all of it.
Well, the one with Jeremy Renner, it's very dark, but it's not doesn't glorify him, so to speak. Jeremy Renner did a really good job of Jeremy Renner's a great actor.
But you know what now? And sorry, I was just reading the chat, and Frank is talking about the Apple purchase of Disney during the pandemic, and I recall, like, for a couple of years, Disney reporting massive losses, but I think it had to do with the launch of Disney Plus and knowing they were going to be losing so that they can make in the future. But again, I'm no expert on it.
They're making movies losing money because of Disney Plus.
They're also kind of killing every property they have ownership of.
Oh yeah.
It's like, you liked this back then? Well, you're gonna hate it now. Welcome to Disney.
Welcome to Disney Channel. They do the fucking weird wand waving shit over the fire.
But I got nothing else
Good
for Snow
times.
White. I was never gonna watch it to begin with. It's just kind of frustrating to see all these things. Like, it's one thing after the next.
Well, since we're on the subject of Hollywood, Jamie Foxx. So I did see he was back. I knew some. I don't even know the whole story. Like,
There is
what
no
the
whole
fuck?
story
I know
'cause
something
she said
happened.
nothing.
So he essentially put out a video. Heather watched the whole video. I could only watch a couple of minutes.
I watched the video as well.
He said in his video, I didn't want to tell you what was going on. I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want y'all to see me with tubes in me. Which that's fine. He didn't. I get it.
What most people do.
Well, I wouldn't want, I mean, I'm sitting here doing a show. Do you want to see tubes coming out of me?
I get it, but I guess the way that he went about the post is like, so I'm gonna tell you guys I'm fine, and I'm not gonna elaborate on anything. So don't worry. Even though I look fucking like a different skin color
Tony-
altogether.
So I don't. Heather, what did he say?
Well, that's exactly what he said.
What Basement said.
He basically
mean,
said
it-
nothing and then started crying at one point, and he's like, I'm just an emotional person now. I'll just randomly cry, and it's like, okay, well, what the fuck? I'm not paralyzed or this and this, and it's like, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
that's
tell
what I
anybody
mean,
what
like-
happened, but I'm gonna get all the clicks in the world to clickbait people into me saying nothing, basically.
Him
Okay, so I'm not like
him not saying what was wrong with him. I don't.
I don't
mind that.
care
It's not-
about that. It's just like, it's such a nothing of a
I think
video.
he just wanted to let everybody know that he was okay. He probably could have just said that in like 30-second video.
Yeah, but it's like the
I'm
celebrity
okay,
ego is
you
that
had nothing.
always
I'm
comes through.
here. I'm here. I'm back.
He's like, I'm
had to
back, I'm
make-
working,
I had to
everything's
make some
good.
changes, but I'm
He
here.
didn't even say I had to make changes or anything. He's just, I'm back.
No,
everything's good. I'm
I
working.
know that. I'm just saying that's probably what
I'm back.
The reason I wanted to fucking talk about it is there's like speculation that he was replaced as a person.
oh yes. Let it please.
He was
Please let's
replaced.
dig that hole.
That's what everybody is saying. Oh, he's
Because he looks
replaced.
very different. I mean, you get sick, you're gonna look different. It's not like he was out in the fucking sun tanning all fucking day. He's probably
Right.
living in the fucking hospital. But like,
I can honestly, and not being sick, being around like my dad when he got sick, he didn't look like
you look sick. That's the best way to say
looked
it.
sick.
Yeah.
You could tell he was sick, and I can honestly tell you, like, I don't know how my dad was able to get up and walk around. He was a skeleton with skin on him. That's it. That's what he looked like.
And I mean,
And yeah.
essentially, when you look at this picture of Jamie Foxx, he's obviously lost weight, and that comes with like a sickness that doesn't allow you to move around a lot.
Yeah.
And also, I don't know how he changed skin colors, but
It's
I
not
think
him.
he didn't
it's not him.
change
He's a
skin color.
reptile in human clothes.
It's secret invasion's going on, so it's
It's like that woman on the plane that was like, his eyes closed a different way.
It's not real.
They're replacing people that get sick and turning them into reptiles, JP. So if I ever get sick, I already got sick. Oh my god, am I a reptile?
You might be.
Might be.
That
not, you might
explains
have-
the eggs.
if not, does that mean you you have reptile dysfunction?
That's a stretch, but you know. And yes, I do. Sensitive topic. Okay.
Listen, I'm in the clouds, man. All right, give me some slack.
Well, I'm glad he's fine, but I don't think he needed to do a 3-minute video. I
Yeah.
think that people that think he is another person, that these people
It's just funny.
are. I know, but the people that
Dude, you
actually
have no idea how deep this even goes. There's people sitting there saying that Avril Lavigne died back in 2012
Yeah.
and they replaced her.
Yeah, there's a bunch of replacement theories that if you go down that rabbit hole, it's fucking hilarious because 90% of the
I've
planet
seen
is
some of-
reptiles.
everybody's
Yeah.
fucking. It's like that lady on the plane.
Yeah,
Reptile
reptiles.
dysfunction.
That's the whole thing. I don't want to be with that reptile. The fuck are you talking
It's
about?
reptile dysfunction. That's all it is.
She saw his eyes close the wrong way when he blinked.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Anyway, make sure you guys also follow us on social media, including X.
Oh god.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Twitter's changing
What the
their name.
fuck?
Who cares?
I want whatever.
To me, it's a
about
weird rebrand because
I
rebrands
get
are
it.
expensive.
I get it. But you know me. I don't care. I don't care what a app or a messaging device or messaging platform, what it's called.
Yeah,
He's like, well, I did see a tweet from him today while I was, flying or awaiting a flight. He said, since we're changing Twitter to X, what should we call tweeting? And people are like fucking Xing. And
I'll
it
call
showed
it
a picture of
unsubscribing.
it showed a picture. It showed a picture of the leader of China. It was great. And he responded with, "This isn't TikTok, motherfucker." It was great.
The thing to me is like the current brand name. I know he wants to separate from it, but it works better in my mind than a letter. This is coming from a guy that named his kid a fucking mathematical equation. So he's not really good at names, I don't think.
Right.
The one thing that frustrated me with him, and it kind of frustrates me, like he's such a fucking scumbag when it comes to business.
Troll. Oh,
No,
yeah.
like he'll
Anybody
he bought
yeah.
Twitter and now he's making money off of it, which they should have been doing it to begin with. But it's kind of like eventually, I feel like Twitter is gonna like slowly get more monetized, like more not monetized, but you're gonna have to pay more and more for access to most of it. And like the fact that he outsourced to just anybody to make his fucking design, I highly doubt he paid anybody for it, is kind of shitty behavior in my mind.
Right.
Make sure you follow us at the Horny Goat one.
Right.
X gonna give it to you. What?
But whatever.
I-
It's to me, I don't know. I don't care really, but you can't say you don't care about names because it could be called kitty porn, and then what?
I
You don't want to have
did
that app on your fucking phone, do
Think of
you?
the merch opportunities.
So X videos was trending today.
That's what they're gonna call them, aren't they?
Probably.
any
Hold on
video
one
uploaded is gonna be an X video. Oh god, they should just merge. Twitter's fucking 90% porn anyway,
Right.
and
What-
porn and weird
can-
NPCs.
Can you send me links? Can you hook up? Yeah, I haven't seen.
You got Google, man.
I haven't seen one tit.
Yeah, not looking hard enough.
Uh,
I can't
dude,
open
I'm not
Twitter
even-
without pretty much seeing. Actually, it's gotten a lot better than it used to be. It used to be before Elon Musk, like tons of porn all the time. Now it's not as much, but now every time I open Twitter, I see somebody getting killed.
It's gotten better, but
you got rid of one for the other.
no, but it just you hooked. You got me hooked. You like hooked me in and just, bam.
Yeah, you see that
Oh, my
fucking guy
God.
get run over by the car. While he's
I
taking a
know. I
break.
just like it's gotten better, but anyway, I just keep seeing people dying.
The amount of
It is
people,
on this
it's
type of video.
dying and people like getting into fights. It's 50% of my Twitter.
Oh, the
feed.
fight! I actually just followed a couple of fight ones because there's some shit. It's
Some
like,
of them are
oh
funny,
my
some of them
god!
are- It's like you can't not watch, but yeah, I have no complaints. Give me X or give me death.
Go and
And
give it to you.
I think it'll probably only change the name, but it'll still be called tweeting.
No, I doubt that. It'll change to some stupid shit, and everyone will call it tweeting, even though it's changed to X messaging.
Xing.
Yeah,
Oh, that sounds
I
better.
was gonna respond. Why don't you just call it fucking messaging
Just give me an X
Well-
message.
or
Nixon?
responding or
What the fuck?
putting out a thought?
What kind of thought?
You sure about that? You sure about
Thought for the
that?
day. Discuss.
What?
But I don't. Thought for the day.
I was talking about that hoe
Now,
over there.
some people put out on the Twitter and they'll say something, and then they'll go thoughts.
Oh,
Oh, that kind of stuff just
that-
fucking infuriates me. I don't respond to any of that shit.
That's
'cause, like,
I do.
that's an open.
that's clickbait.
Yeah,
It's like,
I was gonna say.
interactions.
I have a feeling somebody
Well,
else.
I know
does.
you.
That's the shit I look for. That's the shit I look for. So, like, somebody will put out Dominic Mysterio being North American champion. Thoughts? I think it's the dumbest fucking thing that the WWE has done since the merger.
Yeah, that's just like clickbait interaction for this fucking cunt that is literally
But
no
then you
brain
get the
cells.
responses, you just don't like Dominic. And I go, yes, you are correct.
Thoughts? Question mark.
Your response, thoughts?
Every time I see those, I do think of JP just be like, oh boy, like somehow like putting like gloves on to get ready to fucking mega tight, like racing gloves on.
Heather can like
She
you know
wisely walked away.
know
Fuck this shit
know
up.
it's a good day. Heather knows it's a good day when I'm fucking pounding on the key.
I'm sorry. You want to what
He's
phrasing?
tickling the
I
ivories.
said Heather knows it's a good day for me when I'm pounding on the keys on the keyboard.
Oh yeah, yeah. And if I hear nothing but clack 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 coming from the office, I know he's arguing on Twitter.
Guess you gotta fill your life with something.
I fucking hate people. They're dumb. People are just dumb. Okay, it's okay. And I have a job where I have to be a people person.
Same, and I fucking hate people. I think if you asked any job where you had to be a people person, they'd all say the same thing. Fuck people,
Yeah.
kill the planet. Well, not kill the planet, but kill everybody I talk to.
I mean, I'm not against the planet.
But fuck it.
However,
Here's the thing.
God damn it! Fucking, you gotta too high to fucking do it.
You gotta have Eddie, man. Again, I don't care if they change the name. Just
It's just
body.
curious to me because rebranding is an expensive venture, and I
Yes.
feel like the rebrand that they chose was not as good as the brand that was
It
there.
feels like a giant troll job. Thoughts?
Yeah, that's pretty much.
So
That's pretty much
that's what
Elon
I
Musk
think it is.
as a
I
person.
think that Elon Musk is actually a troll of trolls.
He is, but he's a really smart businessman.
Yes.
So even his trolls are like geared towards something changing in the future that's going to integrate one business with the next.
yeah.
But fuck him. I mean, but fuck him and his bum.
I don't know.
Comma?
I don't mind.
No.
I don't. I'm not gonna
Grammar's
say I don't.
Give me some of that South African chocolate.
Still waiting for the fight
What?
night between him and
I was trying to think of something for his asshole. I can think of his chocolate.
what's next, or what you want to talk about next?
I'm out.
You're out.
No. Well,
Give me something. Give
I'm
me
up.
something different.
I'm up.
Let's take a shit.
Give me something that's different. What's the Nickelodeon getting the rights to the OG TMNTs?
Okay. All
Well,
right.
I didn't put that in there.
I did.
Oh.
They finally they got the rights for every show of every episode of the original TMNT animation from 1987 to 1996.
Not against
I
it.
have a feeling it's going to be them basically going, "Hey, Seth Rogen, this is how you do it."
I feel like they're just gonna be like, let's start a fucking TMNT cinematic universe, and we want part.
Yeah, that too.
That's I don't know. TMNT is one of those things that like I was glad enough for the couple live actions that were decent. It's something that belongs on television or
Yes.
like made for TV movies, like Netflix special or something like that. It's just
Yeah, I agree.
it's fun for kids, but it has no like other appeal in my mind. Sorry if anybody out there
It's
is like
got a
huge fan.
nostalgia feel for me.
I wouldn't. The thing is, I would watch it if like I was like a kid wanted to watch it and put it on. I have no interest in watching TMNT otherwise.
Right.
I think it has a creative ceiling.
That's kind of what I'm saying, basically, or trying
Yeah.
to say. I'm failing.
You're failing. I'm fucking barely holding it all together right now, man.
You got this.
You're fine.
But there's not too much to share about TMNT. I'm like, good for Nickelodeon. I don't watch any of this shit anyway. So then again, I'm not gonna watch Snow White, but this is like, yeah, good for them, I guess.
Yep. Coming out of your shell.
I
Cowabunga. We just beat that fucking game.
We did.
I mean, I gotta give you props for fucking Super Shredder. Jesus Christ.
I'd
Yeah.
rather get
My
crops.
sphincter was so tight.
I did not and have not. I mean, the show.
You moved your computer and now no one can hear you. I can't hear you.
You're muted, JP. We can't hear you.
I think you just moved your shit and it's not
I
capturing
did.
you. There you go.
I
There
was
you go. Full
scratching
body
my
shot.
nuts.
That's better.
You
was
scratch
scratching
your
my
nuts
nuts.
before you move the fucking computer. Yeah, we saw
Yeah.
everything.
You did see him.
Saw everything I wanted to. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say about TMNT.
I like I said, I don't not too much into it. I don't care. I didn't watch it as a kid.
Teenage
I know
Mutant
of
Ninja
them.
Turtles.
know of
Turtles in a
them.
half shell.
I know of
Turtle
them.
power.
I just know that fucking April in this movie looks like Roly Poly Oly.
Oh, and they knew. Oh god, we talked
He's a
about the new movie
potato.
the other time. It was fucking.
He is a full-on potato.
That movie is the thing I hate to see with like just what was wrong with the original TMNT? It had nothing. There was no fucking race, gender identity, any of this shit, and you didn't have to like. All it did was like with these other characters and go with the story. Nowadays, and it's going down the Velma path. Gotta make fun of the source material to make this popular. Fuck that
Which
shit.
makes 0 sense.
Because they can't write worth a dime, and they think humor is fucking making fun of something. Which at times it is. But not the thing you're fucking creating.
Right.
Right. However, this is Hollywood, and it's going to happen no matter what.
I hate them all. They all should be killed.
I agree. That's why I don't care that they're on strike right now.
Yeah. It's not like anything good was coming out, in all
No.
honesty. There's probably like, I'm going to say 5, maybe if I'm being generous, shows worth watching
Right
that
now,
go
yeah.
on a yearly basis. And I'm being generous. The rest of the shit, who gives a fucking flying? I mean, and I don't know, but you know, it's the audience. A lot of people watch it. I don't, and I am okay judging them for that.
Same.
You want to watch 58 seasons of Survivor and grabbing your pants while you cry and laugh? Go for it.
Tempting. Don't tempt me with a good time.
We should do a Survivor roundtable. We'll do it until we're all dead and buried.
Where's the block button? Where's the block button?
All right, fuck TMNT. There's only 2 things that I have here.
Yeah, go for it, cause yep, I'm deep in those clouds.
One of them is the and this is like I don't know 100% how true this is. The tornado that took out like a Pfizer facility, but just took
It's
out
true.
the vaccinations and nothing else.
No, it took out 50,000 pallets of medication, not just the vaccinations.
Tornado is an actual thing, and then you see on Twitter the conspiracy
I don't know, it's
theorists.
like God is telling us they're bad. Jamie Foxx is a reptile.
I personally, oh my god, the fucking one. All right, I personally.
What?
Oh, it's just on TV.
He's watching Shark Week.
No, not anymore. I changed channel.
Porno. That's what he's watching.
No,
Yep.
I'm not. It was a commercial with pineapple pizza and pineapple soda. It was made out of Pepsi, made of pineapple soda. What were we talking about?
Damn it.
I know what.
Tornado destroyed Pfizer's fucking drug shipment.
It happened. The tornado did happen. But it did, like Heather said, it didn't just destroy.
When I said like that, okay, I understand the tornado part, but like then I saw reports where it's like it only destroyed the medication and the people around it were never touched by anything. And this is where you get the people like God has a plan.
Hey, do you guys want to buy some underwear that have ball hammocks?
No.
I told you I wanted to get that for you for fucking Father's Day. Like, no, I don't need them.
Upon further analysis and
My balls aren't
much
there yet.
research,
I've never seen it. It's the first time I've seen this commercial. They just showed a commercial on it. The things you see in DC.
Ball hammocks and such.
Yeah, the whole fucking what were we talking about again?
God, okay.
Eyes are getting destroyed.
How did you
Yeah,
forget it
eyes-
twice in the span of 3 minutes?
That's sidetracked.
He went
I'm
from
sorry.
fucking pineapple pizza and pineapple drinks to fucking ball hammocks. It's like, what are we
I'm
talking
a
about?
fucking stoned one right now.
So Pfizer, you know, it serves them right. Now I want to know what they're gonna fucking do. You know, they're gonna get bailed out.
It doesn't matter. They're not gonna. They made $1 quadrillion.
They don't need to be bailed out.
Yeah, it's a,
Oh, they'll figure out. Oh, we lost
yeah,
all this.
they're gonna
We
get
need more
like
money.
Could be insurance money, yes.
no,
but you know what?
active,
Yeah.
act of God, bitch. You don't get shit.
That's true. Yeah, yeah, he's right.
And that's the funniest thing. What happened, Pfizer, when you lost all that medication that cost $10 million? Act of God. Act of God, you fuckers. I think Bill Gates might be the devil.
He could be.
He's such a fucking cunt. Honestly, he's like the most hypocritical human being alive, I think.
He is.
Who?
Bill Gates. He's linked to so many fucking disgusting things. The guy flies all over the fucking place. And he's like, I don't think you should drive that car. It's not electric. Eat my fucking dick, you four-eyed cunt. Sorry. I just don't like it. He is
How do you
heated.
feel about electric cars?
You know what? Electric cars I have no problem with.
I don't have
It's the fact
problem
that
with
we're
that
being
car.
forced that
I just have a problem with people forcing others to. Well, you need to do this. It's good for the environment. Okay, that's fine. But how am I going to pay for an electric car?
All those
Exactly.
fucking
Gonna
people.
pay my
Yo,
electric bill?
you know what we should have talked about? Because this is right there. There's fucking Garth Brooks and his bitch wife talking about
Trisha Yearwood?
give money to Ukraine. Do the right thing.
Fuck off.
Fuck
did you
Ukraine.
Speaking of that, did you see
About
what I
Ukraine?
responded with? I'll read to you what I put in the
If Ukraine was taken over, I wonder in what way it would change my life.
None.
So give $100 trillion to you. It's pretty much close to that at this point. To Ukraine. It's so funny because like I see these things of like these fucking dickheads being like give to Ukraine, and then it's like right along pictures of like the streets of Philadelphia and New York, or people just fucking zombieing around, sleeping on the ground, dying in gutters.
So this is what I put. Fuck Ukraine. We are sending them money for weapons or whatever. They will never pay us back. And then everybody wonders why we have to raise the debt ceiling even more every fucking time.
The money is going to Ukraine, so it goes back into fucking. I'm telling you, man, it's the Cayman Islands all over again. I'm gonna hide my fucking money somewhere.
Let the entire region get destroyed. I am so sick of hearing about this crap. Remember Vietnam? That is where this is heading. JFK did the exact same thing.
It's a proxy war to just generate and like basically steal money from the populace.
But yet he was a great president. Fuck them all. Oh, and one more thing. The fucking liberals keep crying that rich need to pay their fair share. I want fucking accountability of where our tax dollars are going. They can all eat my crusty old ass. Fuck their fair share. They provide jobs for those that need them. I'm talking about the rich people. There are some rich people out there just hoard money, but Jesus fucking Christ. Shut the fuck up. Nobody fucking cares. Ukraine is a small, rinky-dink little fucking country that is no more important than fucking Afghanistan is.
It's just
In fact,
a
I
reason.
would go so far as to say it's even less important than Afghanistan is. So shut the fuck up. Stop spending my money on another fucking country that's never going to pay us back for shit.
The thing that pisses me off the most is with things like this that cost that much money, there's no voting process. There's
Nope.
no, I don't want to give my money to the fucking Ukraine. You elect a corrupt fucking old dirtbag, and then it's like, okay, well, all that money is not going to the Ukraine. I can guarantee it. I can
No.
guarantee it. But nobody can say anything, and everybody's just supposed to be like, oh yes, Biden, your balls taste of rich cinnamon. No. Okay, no. Fuck the
How do you
Ukraine.
know that one?
Patricia Yearwood and Garth Brooks were saying, well, we need to send money to them.
I'm like, you need to
No, we
shut the
don't.
fuck up because
Where-
you're not
my
people.
door to recoup that money.
Where do these people think that everybody has money to just throw around?
They just don't
Like,
understand that for the most part, you're either struggling or you're fucking made. There is a very small middle class, like almost non-existent in all of the Americas, North America. Well, at least North America. We can't give money, and nor do I want to, because I might as well just fucking throw $100 bill at fucking Biden's face or his son's
Right.
fucking drug habit. I don't give a shit
Yeah.
about that. The same happens here in Canada. It's giving money to everywhere else. Fucking, you've got Fudge Packer Trudeau flying around constantly.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy. Honestly, I fucking hate him with a passion. He's such a fake human being.
no, he's just a younger version of Joe Biden.
Yeah.
So actually, it's worse. Basement? What did you think of that picture I put of him in the DM that one day,
The witch picture. I've seen so many.
where he looks almost exactly like fucking Fidel Castro?
Yeah. Well, he looks. The only reason he got the job he got is because he at least was, I don't know anymore. People found him attractive. He looks like a fucking. He looks exactly like a nutcracker.
He does. Oh my god.
And fuck him. Honestly, I'll do anything to vote against him. I don't like him. He's all he does is spend money and dress up for parties. Piece of crap.
Agree.
Yeah.
Piece of crap. Piece of crap. But yeah, also fuck Garth Brooks. It's like, normally we give you
Same motherfucker who said
Ferger
everything-
Burks.
Ferger Brooks. Normally it's like we just want prayers. Now we want your money.
This is the same motherfucker who
Yeah.
called everybody an asshole for boycotting Bud Light, and then had basically all of his investors pull out of his fucking bar and grill.
Fuck him. Fuck him in the ass.
100% agree.
The only other thing we had to talk about is another video game thing, and I think Heather put it in there about the Cluck and Bell from
The what?
Rockstar.
The
There's a
fuck Bill.
chicken restaurant in the GTA games called the Cluck and Bell, and people. The thing I found fucking hilarious. I didn't read the story, but the image. It's like, oh, Rockstar shuts down. Real version of the Cluck and Bell, and front and center there's some kid. There's some kid with a chicken mask in a wheelchair. I'm like, oh god, how did that go?
At first, I looked at that. I didn't even read the headline. I just saw the picture scroll up on my Facebook page, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" So I clicked on it and read it. It's like, oh shit. But yeah, they tried to open an actual Cluck and Bell restaurant, so Rockstar Games shut them down for copyright.
It's funny because you'd think like the better story.
First.
But yeah, but that actually did exist for a while. You think the actual story would be we're working with these fucking young adults to help make it a thing instead of being like, and here comes the Hammer of Dawn. She's a fickle bitch.
Yeah, they should be sitting there saying, "Hey, listen, here's a sponsorship to help pay for things like the cups you need, napkins you need.
We'll help.
You know,
You
get the
could've
word
fucking-
out. We'll even sit there and put in the game the online version that we're so fond of, because GTA 6 ain't ever fucking coming out.
Been a while.
I still hold hope.
Yeah, we're never seeing GTA 6. All right, Wendy may never even see GTA 6. But you know what? We'll sit there and put a little notation. Visit this restaurant in real life.
I feel like they could have made some money on it. And hey, if it actually took off and the food was good, you got a chain restaurant attached to your fucking corporation. But whatever. Maybe it was shit. Maybe it was just like in the
Very
middle of
poorly
fucking nowhere.
run.
We're gonna do it for the fuck of it. I didn't read the entire story or any of the story. I just looked at the thing. I'm like, how do you say that to a wheelchair kid?
Right?
They had to put him like front and center. It was fucking hilarious. But that's pretty much it that we got. Unless Connor, you want to regale us with some what ifs and when never and how I am.
Are you
Yeah, I'm gonna try my best.
About 10 minutes because I do have to get up tomorrow.
No,
I don't
you
know if
don't.
I'm actually doing anything or what I'm doing.
I'm pretty close to being I'm pretty close to being out for the evening myself as well. So yeah, it's coming because I can't see much right now, which is great. So let's see here. All-time celebrity crush.
I feel like everyone I had kind of just fucking died on the vine after you knew more about them.
Fine.
I'll still go with Selma Hayek probably.
Trump.
I never heard anything bad about her.
So mine is Alyssa Milano.
Really?
And yes. Well, she's the same age as me.
That means
Okay.
nothing.
But now I wouldn't go near her.
Yeah, I'd still go near mine, which I'm sticking with.
What?
My all-time crush would have to be Jason Momoa or Drew McIntyre.
GP. What?
The back of JP. You know what I thought was like super hot with fucking Kate Beckinsale, but then I just didn't care after a while.
Yeah,
I mean,
same.
that's what I. So back, the reason I say Alyssa Milano is you got to remember this was back in 19.
The truth of
When
it.
was Who's the Boss? He was like 16 when that show came out.
Yeah,
So
same with
88.
fucking what's her face from Saved by the Bell. But the thing is,
Topanga?
no,
Kapowski?
yeah, Kelly
Tiffany
Kapowski.
Amber Thiessen.
The thing is, your taste in women changes over time. At least mine does,
Oh.
or mine has. And I
Hmm.
mean, you kind of like fall off on certain people that were like, "Oh my god, she's super hot." So
If Alyssa Milano wouldn't have turned into the person that she has become, I probably still, if she came up to me, I'd probably be, pizza commercials back. I'd be like all about it, but I can't stand people that are just so.
like the crush on like a celebrity is purely visual. Unless you hear, and
Yeah.
then when you hear something fucking like damning about them, it's like, no, they're ugly.
Well, it's not even.
It's crazy that it changes that.
But when you hear them talk about things,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, yeah, no, not so much. The
Yeah.
things that you don't care about.
It's just like some of the opinions that I find like so terrible that are exactly the opposite of my values. I'm like,
Right.
okay, now you could hear maybe you're not even as visually attractive as you used to be to me because of that.
Yeah, the fucking you look at Alyssa Milano now, she's got the crazy eyes.
She is
She might
crazy.
have already had them.
There is no soul behind those eyes whatsoever anymore.
I found Halle Berry really attractive, and I don't think she's done anything
Good looking,
terrible.
yeah.
She hasn't done anything like to put me off of that, and she still looks really good. So,
Right.
Connor,
All right. He's sleeping.
Connor.
What? No. Ooh, all-time celebrity crush. That's a toughie. I think one of the first ones was fucking obviously like a celebrity, Amy Jo Johnston, the original Pink Ranger.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I think everybody had a
Nothing-
crush on her.
She's all right.
Yeah.
She wasn't like
nothing-
super attractive, but
No, but she
How-
looks
how
like
dare
somebody
you.
that actually eat.
she looked like a real person.
I shoot you with her bows. How dare you?
Yeah, as long as she wore her ranger gear. I was there.
Complete with helmet.
It's like, it's morphin' time. And he's like, is that all there is?
You just put the finger over the fucking metal lips. Shh.
It's morphin' time. Penis like slowly erect.
Dun, 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 just like the Megazord. Yeah, I think it was my all time. I didn't really have too many others. Like that really
Jennifer
stuck
Love
out.
Hewitt,
Prominent.
Alpha said. I'm with that.
I can agree with that one. She's still smoking hot too.
She was another one.
Sorry, Connor.
No, dude, I'm interrupting myself. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm fucking gone, dude. Let's see. Last meal on death row.
Lobsters.
I think we did. I think we
Pussy.
and lobsters.
I will probably say Wagyu steak. Ribeye with potatoes
Fuck yeah.
and asparagus.
That's a good one. I don't really know what I choose.
Give me a steak
Speaking
and
of
lobster
death-
combo.
Yeah.
Speaking of death row, quick fact, I was reading this the other day, just reading, and this came across. It costs $1 million more to put somebody to death than keep them in prison
Why?
because of all the legal shit, all the fucking.
Yeah.
So if you wanna kill somebody, and oh my god, you wanna
Wasn't
put
Dakota
somebody
Johnson a
to death?
kid?
If you're for the death penalty, just keep in mind that it costs $1 million more for every.
Because you have to wait until they exhaust all of their appeals.
Yep.
Plus, you have to feed them and all this shit. It's not cheap. It is. I just thought I'd throw that out there. I did read that. Not that long.
Same
Go ahead.
speech.
Sorry, Aru. I didn't. Dakota Johnson. For some reason, I'm thinking of that fucking little girl, but it's not her.
No, that's Dakota Fanning.
All right.
I don't know. But Dakota Fanning's all grown up.
Yeah,
Now she-
but
yeah.
the childhood
Known
crush was
her
fucking
for
Dakota
so
Fanning.
long. It's like a fucking 8-year-old.
Well, right. She's definitely not. No, for me, no. But I'm just saying, she's not a kid. She's not a kid anymore. I don't know who Dakota Johnson is, but anyway.
Yeah, she's
Officer.
attractive. I just looked at her.
Let me see
Give
here.
me
I
some,
lost my
give me some
place.
juice. Give me some juice. Spells. Juice.
Hey, this should be good. Which person do you know that totally reminds you of a character in a TV show or movie?
Oh, God.
I don't know. I don't know if I can answer this one.
That's
I
hard
don't
for me to.
understand the question.
Well, I understand the question.
The question is who in your life do you know reminds you of a TV personality? Whether it be the character or the actual person.
Like Bobbit reminded me of John Candy. Honest to
Oh,
God.
fuck yeah.
Yeah, I could go with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not against that either.
Breck reminds me of the fucking. Ironically
Super
enough, he reminds me of the guy from Ridgemont, Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yes,
He's
yes.
the movie guy.
Yeah,
Rayshawn,
I can see that big time.
Rayshawn gives me a little bit of Richard Pryor vibes.
Yes.
It's hard to like get a full match.
What?
It's hard to get a full match, yeah. It's like, Connor, for me, you're a mix of fucking Larry David and Conan O'Brien.
That's an interesting.
Yeah,
Oh man, the
I could-
visual
I
in my
could-
head.
I could see
Oh
that.
my
I
God.
could see that. I mean, more Conan than Larry
Yeah.
David. It doesn't really have so much the cynical side of Larry David, but some of the like times, joke times. I love it. Two people I love. Combine into
Basement,
one. Marry me.
You give me a mix of like Jeff Daniels and Dane Cook.
Well, Dane Cook, I fucking hate with a passion. So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I'll take the Jeff Daniels.
Fine,
though,
fine.
even
No,
though,
no, you know what? No. I'll. You know what? Fuck it. You're right. You are definitely more like. You're definitely more like Jim Carrey.
Oh God, I hate him too.
Old in
Jim
the
Carrey.
90s. Yeah, 90s.
Okay, I'll take that.
With
Take that as a good
with
combo.
sprinklings of George Carlin.
I'll take it all. Give it to me. I love everybody.
I'm gonna forget in 2 minutes anyway because I
Yeah,
can't.
that's fine.
Ooh.
I
No,
do.
literally, like it's.
Say
I'm gonna.
Pooh.
I'm Boo. Yeah, that's. I mean, it's accurate. I'm basically at this point like all the lights are out and the computer's the only thing that has
Living in
the light on
darkness.
right now. And man, it is really trippy right now because I feel like I'm in a goddamn roller coaster where like everything's like just tunnel vision.
You are okay. How are you guys with like? I don't know if you guys have gone on a roller coaster in years, but as a kid, I was fine with them. As an adult, I feel like I want to die after I'm on one.
Yeah, there was. Oh God, there was one. I went on one that was like a very basic one a couple of years ago, and I had to like pull over because I was puking on the way back, and I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Yeah,
And I'm like, fuck.
I went on one probably like at the last. Oh man, it's been a while. It's been like fucking 8 years or something. But even then, I hadn't gone on a roller coaster in fucking a long time. And I went on the roller coaster, and it was like the new fucking big roller coaster at Wonderland here, which is like the Disneyland type thing. And it's just, I wasn't like, I didn't care about like the fucking falls and stuff. It still gives you the tinglies and the balls and shit. But then I got off, and I'm like, my head is about to erupt with pain.
My dad had that problem on fucking Splash Mountain.
It's the motion of the fucking thing.
Ocean?
Yeah, well, the motion just fucking destroys me.
So I went on one roller coaster. I'm already afraid of heights. I didn't have an issue. I've only been on one roller coaster in my whole life. And that's when I was like 12, 30 years ago. 40 years ago.
Thing is, I live, I don't know where it is now. Anyways, it's close to Niagara Falls, but in the other direction. And it's
Niagara Rise.
No, but they have like all these newfangled fucking roller coasters now that I look at from a distance while driving by, because I drive by going to my sister's house, and I look at it and I'm like, good fucking Christ, kill me.
Yeah.
I would not want to be on it, which is crazy because I think I'd just throw like you. I think I might not throw up, but it would ruin the rest of the day for me. And it did that one time.
That's where I'm at. I would enjoy it while I'm on the ride, but once I'm off, no, fuck it, I'm done.
Yeah.
It's just like the headache was so severe that I'm like, I can't continue, man. This is fucking killing me.
I'm out. I can't like the Disney wasn't too bad. There weren't too many like intense rides where I felt like that. The one I threw up on was one of those like old school carnival rides where it's like, hey, we're gonna rearrange your fucking atoms.
Was this that one that like circles around and forces you against the wall?
Yeah.
That thing will fuck you up.
Usually has the word whirl in the name. Yeah, that fucked me up. So I was a little worried about when going to Disney with the kids. I was like, oh well, I'm out of commission. But no, it's just those old fucking carnival ones that have been built in like the fucking 50s. Those are the only ones that like they go fast enough. Where I'm like,
yeah, we had one. I don't think it's the same name now, but it was called the Great Canadian Mindbuster, and it was like a wooden roller coaster made to feel
about that name.
made to feel rickety as shit. So it feels like it's about to break every time you fucking turn, and then it had this great like massive drop where it just held you there for a bit.
Right.
And then you just shit your brains on the way down.
We have one up in New Hampshire, not too far from us, and it's called Canopy Lake Park. It's obviously off of Canopy Lake, and they have a Yankee Cannonball is the name of that wooden roller coaster. It's the exact same premise where it's like there's at least 2 to 5 points during this roller coaster ride that you will question the structural integrity of the ride that you're on. I actually just saw a joke recently that said, go on one of those rides, but bring like extra screws with you and say, hey, these just fell off your seat.
Yeah.
We had one ride called the Bat that would go all the way and then stop and go in reverse back to the fucking starting place. Pretty cool.
I'm bad.
Batman. Top Gun,
No, I'm
where you're
just
just
bad.
hanging out and your legs are
Yeah.
hanging. So good.
Yeah, it's the Superman or the Batman ride.
Oh,
Yeah,
man,
we
Superman
couldn't afford the branding in Canada. It's called the Bat, right, man?
That's right. Let's go, Throbbing.
That was my head afterwards. Get gross. I was like dying, man. I can at that point I'm like, I am never going on a roller coaster again. Anyways,
Makes me sad.
I don't know if you want to do another couple and then call it.
Yeah. Well, I still have some consciousness. Let's see.
Oh god.
Sweat drips down my balls.
It's not the same song.
Oh, I think we've done this one before, but where would you like to time travel? Back to the past or forward to the future?
Probably the past.
Can't live in the past, man.
Mm,
Can I come
know,
back?
Well, yeah, you're just traveling there briefly.
I would,
Well,
yeah, I would assume
I'd
yes.
say that. The future then,
I would go to the future.
because there's multiple things I could do. I could find out what like exploded and get on that to make money, or I can be like, I don't want to live when I get back.
Well, Connor, get ready.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I would like to go back in the past and be able to have a better relationship with my dad. That's what I.
Yeah, I would be torn because on one hand, generally speaking, like to see how things how certain things end or develop or come about, like seeing future generations would be very intriguing. But on the flip side, yeah, stuff like that where like if you wanted to go and do things in the past, you have a chance to essentially do a giant redo. So it's tough. I
Yeah.
think I would want to see how things play out in the future.
That's mine.
The thing is, if you're only going back there briefly, there's only so much you can do in that time frame. Which is why I chose the future, because I can just
I'll be right back.
quickly look at the couple things I said and be like, I'm going to travel back and either like, take advantage of the system that's in play, or realize the world's fucking ruined and fuck it. And that's where my
Yeah, I
mind
was gonna
is.
say you're gonna be seeing a world that's ruined because of what's going on today, at least 100 years in the future.
I just want everybody to be beige and everybody have dicks and vaginas. Is that too much to ask?
Nope.
Yeah,
Well,
probably will
beige.
be.
Everybody's beige and everybody has dicks and vaginas. Then you never know. You just everybody plugs into each other like a socket.
What?
Electric vehicle. That's
Hold
my
on.
answer to that question.
Wait, what was the what?
You left.
I know. I'm
He
back.
left us. I can't believe he left us.
Emotional damage.
Jurassic Park for you.
Right in the ass.
I just want everybody to
Acknowledge me.
go.
What if we don't want to acknowledge you?
Disappointed.
You can get the fuck out of my house. I'm just kidding.
All right.
No, shut up. I don't. Is there anything else? Or are we good?
Let me see if I can think of one more question here. And
One more, and I gotta get out of here. I gotta
Yeah, I'm starting to not being able to read words. Let's see.
I agree.
What music instrument has the most annoying sound?
Ooh.
Piccolo.
Is it the piccolo or is it the recorder?
Oh, the recorder, probably for sure.
The recorder, yeah, but the
Yeah.
piccolo is a higher pitch than the
I mean,
recorder.
by itself, a lot of fucking instruments sound like shit. The trumpet sounds like shit.
Somebody-
Trombone sounds like shit. French horn is garbage.
Somebody that doesn't know how to play guitar.
But at least guitar by
Or
itself can sound like full music.
Yeah, give me like those like lower, smaller grade wind instruments that can fucking shatter my goddamn eardrum.
The oboe.
Oh no.
No. I don't know. Honestly, it depends on the player, but I do think like band instruments that are meant to be played together sound the worst by themselves.
Mm.
I think a
Yes.
clarinet player that doesn't know how to play is the worst. It's all squeaks.
Oh god, yeah.
Or trumpet player.
And that was
He already
me in high school band that we were forced to take.
Well, I'm with you.
Is that basement?
Well, with
That's
that
good.
said,
Blowing his
I
trumpet.
I have to get out of here because I have to iron my pants for work tomorrow.
Something about you saying that sentence the way you're posed right now. I just it's very distracting.
He's Iron Man.
Take it for what it's worth. So everybody have a good night. And
You too.
Boy, JP.
Friday. Night night.
Peace out.
Night, Heather. Love you.
Good night, love you.
This bed looks really comfortable. I'm not gonna lie.
That's the thing
Yeah.
with the fucking hotel beds. They look comfortable as fuck, but the minute you go to sit down on them, fucking rock solid.
I've never found
they
that.
say-
I've
yeah.
always found hotel beds to be
True.
really comfortable. The one thing I found with hotel beds is, for some reason, there's an odd amount of moisture in the bed. It's like a wet cold that goes on in hotel
What
beds.
place are you staying at? God damn it!
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Suck my.
Oh.
All right. I mean, I feel like we're all
Deal.
beat. I was beat before I even got in this fucking thing.
Yeah, this is this is gonna be a bridged episode just because we're all in different states of exhausted.
Now I know that JP's away, and I know that you're away, so we probably won't do much this week, right?
Probably not.
Yeah, but make sure you subscribe, like, share, all that fun jazz. Follow us on X.
I might do a round of Elden Ring towards the end of the week, but I think it's high time we took a couple days off altogether, which is nice. And Heather, if you want to do anything, you can. I might be available, but I'm definitely going to be taking at least one day off, and potentially Tuesday and Wednesday. I'll be there for Thursday, Friday, and so on.
So basically, folks, we'll be taking essentially, unless anything changes in the interim, Monday through Thursday off, with Friday coming back with HGGM mode. We'll be back in time for that one. So.
And yeah, I agree, Alpha. The pillows are garbage in hotels. Also, I always wonder if I'm sleeping in cum.
Yes.
Oh, don't bring a black light. You'll fucking regret it.
Mm-hmm. Anyways.
On that note, thank you all for tuning in for another fantastic edition of No Bucks Given, episode 77. And we'll see you guys as soon as possible.
Fatty Arbuckle.